So we were discussing bryophytes, but in this video we are going to see land adaptation for bryophytes. Land adaptation in bryophytes. Okay, so we are starting with the first heading, which is rhizoids. Rhizoid is simply this the structure. So you'll see like a few extension, fibrous like extension on the down surface. These were first found in Marchantia thallus. So these structures are found down, and you'll also see in other structures. This was only done firstly in this structure, otherwise you can find another as well. These are long filamentous extension on the cell on the lower surface, and you will see that on the lower surface these are present, and they help in increasing surface. Increasing surface for absorption of water from soil. So this is the first type, right? So we are coming with the second type, which is conversion of water, conversation of water. This is simply, it's like to conserve water within the body. It's like no loss within the body. And they have bryophytes, which is multi-layered. And they have very small surface area. Directly, which is directly exposed to reduce directly exposed to reduce like reduce the drying effect from the atmosphere. And you will also see they have cuticle. Cuticle is simply a waxy substance on the surface of leaf, which help not to loss of water. Surface of leaf. And you'll also see that like they have outer and uppermost layer, which is cuticle, and they have non-cellular layer of wax-like substance that called as cutin. And you will see that cutin, which is very efficient in reducing rate of vaporization, not vaporization, evaporation. So I'm sure it's clear to you. Let's continue with the third, which is absorption of CO2. First thing, land plant needs an efficient amount for the exchangement of gases with the environment. So need efficient CO2 for exchangement. And you will see they exchange gases which are dissolved in the water. And you'll also see the upper surface of this thallus is provided with a number of aerating pores. Upper surface, upper surface of thallus provided with the number of aerating pores, and that each pore has the lead inside with an air chamber. So this each aerating pores have their own air chamber, and these chambers are like, if I just describe a little, these chambers are filamentous and branching photosynthetic cells, and you'll also see they have air, like air is having CO2 which enters into the pores, air which is enters into pores, and like of course air has CO2 which enter into the pores, and then CO2 from air is absorbed by these photosynthetic cells, creating pores or photosynthetic cells, and then it diffuses into the cytoplasm. So I'm sure it's clear to you. Now let's move toward the fourth. Well, I've just reached to the limit. Let's continue with another notes. So fourth is heterogamy. Heterogamy, it's like more successful kind of reproduction. And they have evolved in bryophytes. Wait. They have evolved from bryophytes, and they have defined as production of two different types. One is male, second is female. Female, that's non-motile, and that's motile. Like the gametes motile, there is non-motile, and these help in stored food, and they evolved like they have smaller motile sperms. They evolved from non-motile egg, larger egg. So yes, then we have fifth one, which is protection of reproductive cells. What happened in this one? They have landed land environment requires special protection. This means special protection requires, and you'll also see that they have reproductive cells. And in amphibious plant, the reproductive cells are like well protected, and the male gamete, which is sperm, and female gamete, this is male, and female gamete, which is ovum. These both are produced in multicellular reproductive sex organ. And you will see that they have the sex organ called as antheria and archegonium. So they have antheridia and archegonium. So antheridia is about male, archegonium is female. So I'm sure it's clear. Well, then they have they are surrounded by hair-like structure. Surrounded by hair-like structure. And that structure is called as paraphysis. And you will see they help in preventing drying of the sex. Prevent. So I'm sure it's clear. Let's move towards the last, which is sixth, which is last. It's formation of embryo. It's about embryo formation, which is amphibious plant, is like universal occurrence naturally. And you will also see the fertilized egg which is fertilized, that will become oospore, which is simply zygote, and which is formed inside the archegonium, formed inside archegonium. And you also see they develop from oospores, and they're divided by protective covering. So I'm sure it's clear to you. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.